Some of you rationalist materialists are driving me a little mad, saying, oh, there's no proof for ESP or telekinesis or any of that stuff. Where's the proof? Why don't I see the proof? I keep sending you the links. And I'm not talking about this commenter here. They have been very respectful, and I've appreciated our back and forth. But some of you just won't look. And it's fine if it's not your thing, but don't say that it's a bunch of crackpots when you've never even glanced at the evidence. So for all of you believers out here, my public service is I'm going to show you all the pages of studies that are in this Michael Murphy textbook about weird stuff humans can do and how it's been proven. So you can pause to read on all of those. And the first one's really a delight because he polled the top ESP researchers in the world, like all the presidents, and then took a survey of what are the very best studies to prove ESP specifically. So that's the first entry I'll show you, and then I'll just show you all of the pages, and then it's easy for you to pause and start digging into them yourself. One last thing I'll say is always look at the pushback by skeptics for any of these studies. For everything that exists, there's a skeptic who said this is why it isn't true. And sometimes those are more worth reading than the studies because the studies are pretty straightforward. And oftentimes it's, oh yeah, that's a pretty good point about how this could be misinterpreting the data or what's going on here. But other times the best response they have is, oh, they're just all faking it. The whole thing's a giant scam. That's the only explanation. And when that's your best explanation, going along with all the anecdotes that confirm the lab stuff going on in here, and obviously these are not easy phenomena to test in the lab, but it bleeds over from all the accounts of people who get made fun of, who risk a lot by coming out with stories of supernormal experiences. And so this is science to back up all the anecdotes going through human history. So let's get to it. Page 1 has some of the best accounts from the general thinkers on this subject. You'll notice William James here, probably the smartest, most influential American who ever lived, and then Myers, who really pioneered this as a science. These are the list of highly regarded parapsychology experiments, as they're known as. Pause to read. Here is the studies of spontaneous paranormal phenomena. Here are the studies concerning the prevalence of paranormal phenomena. I myself do like the term supernormal because of Jeffrey Kripal. But here is studies of the paranormal phenomena. Here are studies of parent-children telepathy. Experiments with suggestion at a distance. That is one of the most intriguing and well-founded. This is, more data from that. Paranormal photography, which is actually something I don't know much about. And then, that's the last page there. Appendix B, common sense assumptions. This is some essay about the ideas that I haven't read yet. Don't really care. Meditation studies. This is probably less interesting. Everyone today believes in meditation and Wim Hof technique and all of that stuff. But it is kind of amazing how much you can change with your mind alone. Negative effects of meditation, always something worth talking about. This book is from like the 80s, so this stuff, there's a lot more studies since then, but this is a great overview of pretty modern stuff. Psychokinesis, this is the mind changing things at a distance. You rationalist materialists hate this one. Here are a dozen studies to look at. And then ones related to plants, life, human life, mental healing studies involving inorganic material, biological materials, animal life processes, human life processes. So, I mean, this stuff, at a distance stuff is so clear. Cross-cultural studies of spiritual healing. Then, another near-death, out-of-body, reincarnation type experiences. This stuff is one of the more proven, in my opinion. If you want the most, academic way of looking at it, the person is Ian Stevenson and Jim Tucker out of UVA. I'm sorry, this is all a little fast. I hope this works and is helpful to people. These are accounts regarding the subtle body, creativity studies, which we'll just have this for completion. Progressive relaxation studies. This was a big one by Israel Regarde. Cultural shaping of individual development. Processes of matter and energy. Information processing. Oh, these are great. Incorruptible cadavers of Roman Catholic saints. Yeah, the Roman Catholic Church has as much on this stuff as anybody. You don't believe in entities and spirits? Read the demonology literature. The church has proven that stuff so well. I mean, something's going on there, and it's still going on. I can do another video about that. And that's it. Hopefully that was helpful. And actually, if you made it this far, which like 3% of people normally do, if you've had experiences like that, feel free to share them in the comments. I would love to hear, because as far as I know, I can't think of ever having any myself. But I'm a journalist, and I listen to other people. And that's why my favorite thinker on this is John Keel, because he took in tons of data and made some theories, but he didn't hold too tightly to his theories. So, yeah, love to hear your experiences.